These are the famous mailboxes that were described. George Zimmerman was talking a lot about meeting the police here, but this is also the covered area where Trayvon Martin was for a short while, protecting himself because it started to rain outside. So you can see everything's covered here. But this area, again, is right near the entrance, very close. So if police were responding, they could drive in, and right away, you would be able to see this right next to the clubhouse. Tonight's bold question: did Trayvon Martin's friend prove that he was attacked? She took the stand today. Rachel Gentile is her name. Here I am in the HLNTV.com evidence room. I'm going to show you some of the evidence relative to that mailbox and put it all together. You can follow along at home by going to HLNTV.com/afterdark. We've got an interactive map. You can look at all the places like the area of the clubhouse, and we'll take you right there. You can go to the infamous T, and we'll take you right there, and you can watch all the video and see exactly what I'm doing right now. But let's start with our map tonight and start right here at the mailboxes. This is the area you just saw me standing at near the entrance. And what is significant here, ladies and gentlemen, was testimony today from Rachel Gentile. She talked about speaking to Trayvon Martin while he was at the mailboxes. Take a listen.
Did Mr. Martin say the guy kept looking at him?
Yeah, and then he just told me he just going to try to lose him.
Okay.
But I start walking back home, because the rain calmed a little bit down.
He said he's going to leave the mailing area where he's at?
Yes.
Okay, what did you take that to mean?
That he's leaving the area. He said he's going to start walking home.
Okay, this is interesting now. He's being followed. So if Trayvon Martin leaves that mailbox area, then George Zimmerman apparently is following him. George Zimmerman was parked over here by the clubhouse, so he's got to come over here, make that right-hand turn to then follow Trayvon Martin. Now, what is also significant here is where Zimmerman parks his truck in this area. We know the timing that he gets out of that truck. Because you hear the dinging in that phone call. It's around 7:11 and 40 seconds. And it seems to line up with the testimony of Rachel Gentile today describing what Trayvon Martin is telling her about running. Take a listen.
He's almost there. So as he was walking, he just complaining he's the man still following him. And then he told me he going to run from the back. A second later, he said he about to run from the back, and then I start hearing wind, and then the phone just shut off.
Are you following him? Yeah. Okay, we don't need you to do that.
And what's so significant now is the timing. This is at about 7:11 and 40 seconds or so. There's another 4 minutes. So if this is consistent and Trayvon Martin is running away at this moment and George Zimmerman's following at that minute, what do they do for the next 4 minutes? Where do they go? Where is Trayvon Martin going? Well, part of what we heard today, though, is where they ended up. And Rachel Gentile still on the phone with Trayvon Martin, describing for the jury that confrontation. Take a listen.
And I say, Trayvon, and then he said, why are you following me for? And then I heard a hard breath man come and say, what you doing around here? Then I started saying, Trayvon, what's going on? Then I heard a bump, and I had to feel it was a bump because the headset, Trayvon had a headset. I was trying to say, Trayvon, what's going on?
And what did you hear?
Trayvon, I kind of heard Trayvon saying, get off, get off.
Then what did you hear?
And then a second later, the phone hung up.
So what's really a mystery here is 4 minutes of time from Trayvon Martin running here and George Zimmerman leaving his car here. Trayvon Martin was staying here. From here to here, 45 seconds. I walked it. That's all it takes. So where was Trayvon Martin going? Where was George Zimmerman going? Were they going around the neighborhood? Was Martin trying to hide from Zimmerman? We just don't know. But we did get a little bit of a clearer picture if you believe this witness.